Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
That third down conversion good for 23.
Gain of 23 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, this is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
16 yards. First down, Eagles.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8. At the Giants.
Throwing on second and 8. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
He's out of bounds.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it, and he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Barkley a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
53, 53. Here we go. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
For the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Philadelphia.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering.
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Eagles 6.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Cox on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On the throwaway.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 1st down, Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Miles Sanders.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Sanders, the Eagle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Dexter Lawrence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 9.
The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
You know, the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Eagle first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Sean Jackson.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now Wentz again. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
9 yards. First down, Eagles.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wentz to throw again. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Point after.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10.
And New York set to take the field. Well, you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From Motown, we'll take the trip across Lake Erie to Cleveland to check in on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
33 yards on the play.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on.
And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Number 20.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, New York.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Saquon Barkley.
Brought down by Nate Gary.
Taken down.
2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 81 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Wentz now to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Jones on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 30.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's the end of the 3rd.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
17.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For Deshaun Jackson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Logan Ryan.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone. Wentz. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Another run with Sanders. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
3-yard loss on the play.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Third down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
At the Giants' 25-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
First down, Philadelphia.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a game that